Initial autopsy reports showed that slain Navotas teen Jemboy Baltazar sustained a fatal head wound leading to his death. But a forensic expert says he could have survived if police rescued him from drowning after being shot. The Philippine military is keeping a solid stance against China, vowing to resist any attempt from Beijing to remove the BRP Sierra Madre from the Ayungin Shoal. And gas up while it's early, cause another big-time oil price hike is expected next week. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your weekend. I am Mon Gualvez. Slain Navotas teen Jemboy Baltazar sustained 2 gunshot wounds based on the initial autopsy report. According to forensic pathologist Raquel Fortun, the first shot hit Jemboy's head around the left ear and the second one hit his right hand. Fortun said this hand wound that Jemboy sustained could be a sign of defense.
Yung kamay, because of the location, is what we call a defense-type injury. And I heard accounts that he held his hand up in surrender, and that is, a defensive stance.
Fortun added that Jemboy would have survived if he had been saved from drowning after being shot. Jemboy was fatally shot by Navotas cops after being mistaken for a murder suspect. He will be laid to rest on Wednesday.
Yung tama niya sa brain, hindi naman ganun, I believe, to be immediately fatal. Parang nag-graze lang yung sa may bottom ng brain niya sa left. I had to add the drowning as contributory. He did not die immediately from the head, gunshot wound.
In other news, the Armed Forces of the Philippines said it would resist any attempt from China to forcibly remove the BRP Sierra Madre from Ayungin Shoal. The Navy-commissioned vessel serves as the country's outpost in the area. Recall that last weekend, the Chinese Coast Guard tried to block the Philippines' resupply mission to the Ayungin Shoal through the use of water cannons. The AFP said that while it's unlikely for China to resort to force, they will be ready for any scenario.
Of course, we will resist.
That is very speculative.
Maritime law expert attorney Jay Batongbakal says there are rules of engagement that will determine response in such a scenario. Currently, the AFP is looking to deploy militia forces in the West Philippine Sea. The plan is to tap military reserve forces and possibly train fisher folks to be part of the maritime militia.
Meron ding mga standards yung mga responses, no? Yung tinatawag nating proportionality, no? At saka reasonability. Para din number one ma-control agad yung incident, no? Yung events. At maklaro din ano yung kumbaga maring patunguhan nun.
Meanwhile, President Bongbong Marcos has approved the adoption of the National Security Policy 2023 to 2028. Executive Order Number 37 ordered all national and local government agencies to adopt the policy in formulating and implementing security-related strategies and programs. The NSP contains policy goals and objectives to protect national interests, including sovereignty. It is also expected to provide guidance and improve security sector governance in the country. Pump prices are on the rise, but reviving the Marcos Sr. era oil price stabilization fund is not the answer. That's according to Senate President Mig Zubiri. Zubiri said the fund will do little to offset price hikes and will only further enrich oil companies. Instead, Zubiri said the fuel voucher system should just be expanded. The OPSF is a buffer fund against oil price surges that was established during the administration of Ferdinand Marcos Sr. It has been criticized for being anti-poor as it only benefits those who buy large quantities of fuel. The proposal to revive the OPSF comes as another round of fuel price hikes loom for next week. Unioil projects another increase in diesel prices of up to 1 peso and 60 centavos per liter. Gas prices are also expected to go up by as much as 1 peso and 90 centavos. Oil companies will announce official price adjustments on Monday, which will take effect the next day. If it pushes through, this will be the 6th straight week of price increase for diesel and the 5th for gasoline. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I am Mon Gualvez. Have you been feeling the heat lately? Well, it turns out the heat index has been up for a couple of days now. According to Pag-asa forecast, it's going to be very hot and humid in Casiguran, Aurora, Apari, Cagayan, and Alabat, Quezon. Heat index ranging from 37 to 40 degrees Celsius can also be felt in other parts of the country. With this, it's important to drink more water and limit time spent outdoors. Coming off from back-to-back typhoons, Pag-asa explained that this is a result of monsoon breaks. This is the period in between the wet season when average rainfall goes down for about 3 to 4 days. Pag-asa adds that the easterlies or warm winds from the Pacific Ocean also add to the hot weather. Netflix will be hosting a one-piece fan event in the country on August 30. The Philippines is among the 10 countries tapped to host fan celebrations to show support for the new live-action series based on the long-running manga. The event called Straw Hats Unite will kick off in the United States on August 24. The theme for the Philippine leg of the fan event is Our Journey to the Grand Line. There are no other details yet, but it will likely be held in BGC Taguig. One Piece manga creator Eiichiro Oda already gave his seal of approval for the series, which drops on Netflix on August 31. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I am Mon Gualvez. We are One News.